The dining hall can be a scary place for someone with allergies. Tonight on SUTV News, we'll tell you how to make the safest choices.
Plus, everyone knows how to donate blood, but we'll tell you how to donate bone marrow.
All that and more coming up right now.
Thank you for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Louis DeSanto.
And I'm Marina Barnett.
Ship Food Services offers safer options to students who suffer from food allergies. Paige Ahrensmeyer has more.
A rise in students with food allergies in the last years.
The freshman class each year is larger and larger with allergy requirements.
Food Services accommodates by adding special allergy-free sections to the food lines, but it is still difficult for students with allergies who eat at Resiner to find foods fitting their restrictions and still give them complete nutrition.
Sometimes they don't have a protein there, which is a little frustrating.
Food service staff are willing to work with students to meet their dietary needs.
And if you say you like that chicken, but we didn't prepare it in a way that it suits your allergies, we could certainly prepare it in a way that it will.
Dining services will continue to build and grow with students with allergies. With SUTV News, I'm Paige Ahrensmeyer.
Students with food allergies should feel free to reach out to Dining Services to learn more. Shippensburg won't be a stop on the Pope's U.S. visit this week, but he's still making an impact on one group of Ship students. The Pope arrived on Tuesday, stopping in Washington, D.C., and is making stops in New York City and Philadelphia. One of many agencies providing security for the Pope is the Pennsylvania National Guard, which includes a few Shippensburg students. These students will work together with Pennsylvania State Police and the Secret Service to protect the Pope until he flies home on Sunday. SUTV wishes these students all the best and thanks them for their service.
More than 60 Ship students are giving people facing terminal cancer hope for a cure by becoming bone marrow donors. This might look like an everyday walk into a campus building, but these short steps to become a bone marrow donor may actually save lives if there is a match.
3 or 4 out of 10 patients find their match. It's really hard to find somebody.
Students sign up in hopes of making a difference in one person's life.
I'm saving someone's life possibly, and that person can live to say, Miranda saved my life, so that would be a blessing.
Advanced technology makes donating bone marrow almost as easy as giving blood.
You'll be in the hospital, one IV in one arm, one in the other. They put it in a machine, it spins it around just like a double red.
A match is rare. So rare, only 30% of patients even match a family member, but the search can pay off. Donor and Ship student Nick Etheridge helped a complete stranger when he donated bone marrow.
I legitimately helped somebody, I saved their life by donating. It was really powerful.
For more information on becoming a bone marrow donor, visit our website, sutvnews.com. When we come back, find out how one alum is making waves in the world of sports medicine.
And we'll take a trip around the globe in your world news.
It's coming up next. Ship's Director of Sports Medicine is being recognized by his alma mater, Duquesne University. In October, Wes Melicone will accept the Distinguished Alumni Award from the Department of Athletic Training. He graduated from Duquesne in 1999 before coming to Ship to study under some of the best athletic trainers in the state. Wes is in charge of caring for more than 600 Ship athletes.
The Republican Party is getting into the Election Day spirit. In the past 6 weeks, the GOP has held 2 debates for the 16 candidates hoping to win the party's nomination. The vice president of the college Republicans thinks the debate needed less Trump and more focus on real issues.
We can have a unified party kind of not really take out Trump, but so Trump can start to go down in the polls and he can be a non-issue so we can get back to the real issues of this country, which Trump is distracting us from.
Scott Walker dropped out of the race, also leaving with harsh words for Trump. All GOP candidates will look to make themselves more favorable to the Republican voters in the 3rd GOP debate on October 28th.
From a mosque opening in Russia to a Russian tennis star with a big heart.
Here's this week's world news.
Welcome to this week's edition of World News. Russian President Vladimir Putin opened Moscow's new Cathedral Mosque yesterday afternoon. The mosque is one of the largest in Europe. The Kremlin wants to show Russia's 20 million Muslims is responding to their religious concerns. Putin praised the Muslim faith and its long-standing tradition in Russia. He urged Muslim clerics to speak out against extremism. In other news, tennis star and goodwill ambassador Novak Djokovic delivered some goodwill refugee and migrant children this week. He visited a UNICEF-sponsored child-friendly space in Belgrade, Serbia. Most of the families are fleeing violence in Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Djokovic said that he was touched by the plight of the children and that he called onto the world to show compassion. Now, lastly, PETA is suing a photographer on behalf of a monkey. It says that the animal owns the rights to the selfie and not the owner of the camera. Naturo the monkey snapped this picture when the photographer David Slater left his camera unattended in Indonesia. PETA wants Slater to give Naturo all the money that he's made from selling the photo. The photographer called the lawsuit ridiculous. That's all that I have for you for World News. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
Coming up on SUTV News, find out what you can expect in this week's issue of the Slate.
And we'll see if sunny skies are in our future for Parents Weekend and Ship football.
It's coming up. You won't miss any of this week's ceremony from the presidential inauguration when you pick up a copy of the Slate.
Jess Malik has a Slate preview.
And we travel with ROTC to Fort Indian Town Gap this weekend for training exercises. In our opinion pages, see how we weigh in on the Democratic candidates calling the debate system rigged. Our sports staff brings you football and field hockey recaps and fantasy football picks for week 4. And the Ship Life staff has parents and family celebration this weekend and the banned books exhibit in the library. Grab a copy of the Slate this Tuesday and keep up all week on theslateonline.com. I'm Jess Malik.
Parents will be flooding to campus this weekend.
And we have the next Red Raiders home game on Saturday.
Let's take a look at the weather to see what we should expect.
The drop in temperatures and potential for a wet weekend ahead, a flannel and rain jacket are certainly necessary for the days to come. Tonight, skies will be partly cloudy with a low around 53. Tomorrow, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high near 74. Taking a look ahead at our 5-day. This Saturday, Ship is hosting Parent Celebration Day and the Red Raiders take on Bloomsburg at Seth Grove Stadium. Skies will be mostly cloudy, your high for the day sticking around 72. Sunday will be similar with a chance of rain in the morning and a high near 68 throughout the day. To start off your week, expect an area of low pressure to roll through. Monday you can expect rain with a high near 75, and Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high near 82. And finally, Wednesday, some cloud coverage in the morning with sunshine in the afternoon. Your high for the day sticking around 77. It's getting cooler, the leaves will fall, and football season is in full swing. I don't know about you, but I could not be happier. Have a great weekend, Ship, and go Raiders.
The fall spirit this Saturday at Volley Fall. Head out to the Kiefer Hall lawn for free food, cornhole, and a shot at $500 in prizes. Families visiting for Parents' Day can join in with their favorite Ship student.
We just want to give students an alternative place to go to have fun on the weekend. It's from 6 to 8 p.m., so it's earlier in the evening, but not too late, and we just want students to have fun, come out, and if they're bored, give them something to do.
The event starts at 6. It's a pageant for beautiful minds. Alpha Phi Alpha hosts a Miss Black and Gold pageant this Saturday night at 8. The pageant is geared toward academic women here at the university. It'll be in the Memorial Auditorium this Saturday. Attention bingo fans, APB is hosting its annual bingo night, but it's more than just playing bingo.
It's just to get students more involved so that they know what APB is, get to know other students, especially first years who are still kind of trying to get in the swing of things.
Win prizes like gift cards, a free trip to Hershey Park, an iWatch, and the biggest prize, an iPad mini. Prize giveaways begin at 9 o'clock. That's it for entertainment.
Coming up on SUTV News, Coach Mack tells us what to expect for Saturday's game.
And find out if the men's soccer scored a win yesterday.
It's coming up next.
Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Jake Gillespie. Let's kick it. Red Raider captain Sheldon Mayer earned PSAC Player of the Week for his work on special teams. Mayer returned a punt for an 82-yard touchdown last week against the Vulcans. When we spoke to Mayer, he said he loves being a returner, and whenever he gets the ball in his hands, he tries to put it in the end zone. This marks the second touchdown return of Mayer's career. His first came 2 years ago at Slippery Rock. Coming off a 2-game winning streak, the men's soccer team took on Lock Haven Wednesday. Darby Sells has the highlights.
Raiders came out to play on a sunny Wednesday at David C. Field. Ship found the back of the net first with a header off a throw-in. The lead didn't last long, with Lock Haven countering less than 3 minutes later. The game was physical with plenty of opportunities, but neither team connected the game-winning goal in the rest of regulation. Scoreless after one overtime, Lock Haven sends the ball into the goal a minute into the second OT, and Ship goes down 2-1. Darby Sells, SUTV Sports.
The Raiders will head to Westchester on Saturday to play the Golden Rams at 2:30. Moving over to the women, the team took on Shepherd Wednesday. Zach Salzgiver has the highlight.
The Raiders came out firing from the start. Number 20, Kayla Daughtry crosses the ball into the box, garnering a penalty kick for the Raiders. On the PK, Mallory Patterson shoots and scores, putting the Raiders on top 1-0 in the 10th minute. The Rams attempted to strike back on offense as Danielle Fernandez shoots from distance but is knocked away, and the Raiders take a 1-0 lead into the half. The Raiders came into the second half ready to put the game away. Ashley Wheeler gathers the pass and lines a shot into the back of the net, giving Shippensburg a 2-0 win over the Shepherd Rams.
The win puts the Raiders at 500 for the season. The women also head to Westchester this Saturday. Kickoff is set for 12. It's Parents and Family Day this Saturday, but there's nothing friendly about the matchup on the field. The Red Raiders are set to face off against PSAC East rival Bloomsburg in a match with big postseason implications. Jamison Barker was at practice this week to see how Ship is preparing for the Huskies.
The Red Raiders look to pick up their first win in PSAC East play this Saturday versus rival Bloomsburg.
Bloomsburg is a big rival game for us. For the last few years, they've been good games, and I know our guys will be excited to play, and I know that their guys are excited to play Shippensburg.
Emotions tend to run high against a rival, but Ship is keeping their focus.
We try to, every week we want a lot of intensity and a lot of passion during the practices. This week, it's no different. We're working hard. We know it's a big game. This is our first game in the Eastern Division, so our guys are working hard. They're excited. They can't wait until Saturday comes.
Shippensburg has only had one slip-up on the young season, but they don't think they've played their best ball yet.
I think you go into this game, you throw records away. It doesn't matter. This is just a backyard fight, backyard football game, and they're going to work hard. Each team's going to come in ready to play and excited to play.
With the win, the Raiders can seize definitive control of the PSAC East and will control their own destiny down the long stretch of games yet to come. For SUTV Sports, I'm Jamison Barker.
Kickoff is set for this Saturday at 1 p.m. at Seth Grove Stadium. Well, that's it for sports. I think I'm going to go take a nap, so let's send it back to the desk.
That's it for SUTV News. I'm Marina Barnett.
And I'm Luis DeSanto. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, SUTVnews.com.
We'll see you next time.